So, Coco's curry today. Vegetable one because the other one, this is the one they use for pretty much everything. This is like the base one, and then you can add chicken, you can add pork, you can add beef. So I decided to go for this and add chicken because they didn't have like a chicken vegetable curry. It's either the pork or the beef. If you're getting like it's got like, I think the only difference is it's got either like pork sauce. You know, it's like pork fat or beef fat. So go for this. I'm gonna make a katsu chicken. That reminds me, I actually need defrost chicken. So this is gonna be, this is gonna take a little while. I'm gonna batter it with breadcrumbs, obviously, hammer it out. And a nice piece in here. This is the Freedom's Choice frozen chicken. Not the best quality, but I think the way that I'm cooking it will come out just fine. It's a pretty decent sized breast. Leave that out to defrost, like, I don't know how long. Could be like 5 hours, to be honest. But in the meantime, I can go get the other stuff I need. So, some egg, breadcrumbs obviously, and flour. And then I'll need to figure out what these instructions say in the back. I mean, they've got pictures, but I don't really understand them, so I'm gonna need to translate this, or I'll watch a tutorial. Actually, yeah, I'll do the latter, that sounds easier. So, check in with you in a bit. I figured out that I assumed that this would be like like a powder that you rehydrate, and that would be the sauce, and there wouldn't be really anything in it. However, upon opening the box, I see here that it's kind of like, come on, it's like this, and I can feel little chunks of, I don't know if it's carrot, looks like carrot. I don't really, oh, is that a little bit of corn there? I don't really recognize everything that's in it, but this is not what this is like what you get in an MRE, and then you heat it up and eat it. I don't know if it's a good thing. I guess it is, because now it's super easy. You just, apparently, from what I saw online, you just boil this, like submerge it in water, boil it, pour it out, you're good to go. What I think I'll do is I'm probably just gonna heat it up in a pan, and I guess it'll be good. I don't know what spice level it's gonna be. It doesn't say. I assume it starts at 0, because I've heard other people say that it is quite mild compared to what you get in the restaurant, but I don't know. Hopefully it'll be good. Quite a small amount, because if that was all powder, I was like, oh man, you'd get like 6 servings out of it. This is easily this is 1 serving. You can tell it's like per point of reference. So yeah, I might actually speed up the process and just put this on defrost in the microwave. But I know with that chicken, it's gonna cost me some tenderization, I would think. I don't have any panko breadcrumbs. I have regular Japanese bread, which I expect I'm just going to blend up. I was going to go out and get some, but now that I think about it, I'm like, nah, I'm just going to do it with stuff I've got here, because how often am I going to use panko breadcrumbs? Not very often, so that's what I'm going to do. 1 frozen piece of Japanese bread. I've got some regular American bread there, but I think one piece will be enough. I'll blend it up and I'll see. So that's chicken's defrosting. I only do a part defrost. Break this up. Still a little frozen, that's grand. And better break it up a little more. I've not got like a proper blender. I've only got this. It's like a shake blender, I guess. Only good for 1 cup. So let's see how this goes. Okay, it's mostly good. Success. So let's lay that out on a tray. Okay, so the chicken's pretty much thawed out. It's a tiny bit frozen, but it's fine. I'm just gonna beat it out of it because it still needs to be done. Decided to butterfly it, removed all the undesirables. And we're gonna go from flour to egg wash. Look at that egg, good Japanese egg. Still gotta whisk it. Breadcrumbs. Then I'm gonna be using the stainless steel pan. First I gotta heat this up. I'm just gonna throw it in the pot, put it on a low simmer, you know, for like half an hour or something. Make sure everything's heated up the way it should be. Then I'm gonna serve it up. But first things first, gotta get to the beating. Actually, you know what? Let's heat this up first. See what this looks like, see what it smells like when I open it. This burner's not been used in a while, so I have a feeling it's gonna steam up a little bit. Let me use this one. So I put it fairly low. Actually, yeah, really low. Right. Light on. Then we need to scissor cut this. It's perforated at the end, so it should just slip right off. Heck yeah. Let's have a little snip. Smells like Coco's, that's for sure. But it doesn't smell like the hot Coco's. Look at that. Little chunks of goodness coming out of that. It's not too appetizing on first glance, but I swear when this heats up, this is going to smell like Coco's. Get that going. I'm just going to put the lid straight on. Make sure not too much evaporates from it, because as you can see, there's not a whole lot of liquid in that. So I'm just going to let that go, and hopefully I don't need to add any water or anything. Especially with the amount of oil I'm about to put down on that thing, it's going to stink real bad, but let's just get on with this. No, people say to use the flat end for katsu chicken. I'm not doing that. I like the little perforated edges. It makes it more crusty. So for that reason, I'm gonna actually make 2 of these. They'll both fit in the pan, it's no problem. So it's pretty beat up after that. But more importantly, we've tenderized all those muscle fibers. So I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Just the container for it. But gonna need a good help into that. Put that in the pan. Not very hot yet, but it'll get there. A little bit more than that. I swear though, I wish you could smell this because it's gonna absolutely stink in here. Yeah, you know what, screw it. Put in a little more. I want to get rid of as much of this as possible now. Initial sizzle incoming, that feels pretty hot. As you can see, that oil's floating around in there pretty good. Hope it doesn't stick, because I don't often use the stainless steel. No, you're not meant to, but I am a big fan of not just Teflon, but also porcelain or whatever, ceramic type pans as well. What I did forget to do is season this chicken at all, so I'm hoping this the sauce will make up for that. I didn't have enough time because, well, I guess when it was sort of thawing, I could have thrown some salt in there, who knows, but I'm pretty sure, by the way, this is almost heated up completely now, so I'm gonna turn that right down. This should be good enough. Just hoping this is hot enough. We'll check the first piece of chicken going in. Where are my holes? Here we go. So, there we have it, first piece of chicken. Oh, it's hot enough, all right. Going down, yes sir. And it doesn't seem to be sticking at all, it's perfect. And there's just enough room for another one, I think. Throw that down to N. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna turn the extractor fan on because it's probably gonna get a bit smoky in here. I don't want the fire alarm going off, so bear with me. All right, time to flip these bad boys. Starting to get a little crisp on the end. I unnecessarily doubted the stainless steel pan. That is just not sticking at all, man. I'm kind of surprised, but with enough oil, I guess stainless steel is the winner. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand, so there we go. Looks pretty good, but it looks more like a chicken parmesan more than anything. This is the kind of breadcrumbs I use. Come on, I'm sticking the yellow here. Oh my god. There we go. Yes, sir. May not be as picturesque as I'm used to, but I mean, I still think it's going to be pretty tasty. The thing is, I almost forgot rice. I can't believe it, man, but thankfully, I had some pre-cooked rice I made like 2 days ago. I'm just going to heat that up. Nothing special, but it's not like it's going to be fresh out the rice cooker, but it'll be good enough to just sort of help those flavors and the curry sauce go a little bit further. So don't worry, there will be rice. All right, I think by the time we take it off the heat now, it's been 5 or 6 minutes. Those look pretty good. Let them rest for a second. Yeah, like look at how much oil that has absorbed as well, those breadcrumbs. Not sure if it's good or a bad thing, but we're going to find out. Yeah, taking a look. Not too bad. Interesting shape, but it does look pretty tasty. I just think it's probably going to be lacking in seasoning, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. A little bit of liquid. There really isn't much to this pack, man. I'm kind of disappointed, but the juice is what matters. Yeah, now that it's simmered, I can see it looks like potato, corn, mushroom, and carrot. And if we look down the center of one, you can see cooked all the way, no pink. Just throw that on top. See if I can get it in one go here. Yes, sir. Not as picturesque, maybe, as Coco's can do at the restaurant, but I don't know, man. Take a look at that. That looks pretty good to me. So next things to do is the whole taste test. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we are, all plated up. It's hot, very fragrant. Doesn't smell too hot, but we'll see. Not going to use chopsticks or a spoon for this one. I'm going straight in with the Western fork. So I'll take this end piece. It's nice and small. Get a little bit of the sauce on there. And let me tell you, got a little bit of rice on this one. It's really good. What I will say is, the curry sauce is, now it's exactly like the British Chinese curry sauce. There is no heat to it whatsoever. I do like to go for like a 3 or a 4 a lot of the time, so that was one of the vegetables in there. A little bit of mushroom, potato in there is good. But the chicken, I'm surprised it came out as good as it did. It's, for that cheap ass chicken, it's very tender, quite moist, despite having both defrosted it in the microwave and then like room defrosted it. It's it tastes pretty high quality. The breading's nice, lacking seasoning for sure. Like on its own, it probably wouldn't be very good, but in the sauce, gives it just enough flavor for you to not really notice that. And there's plenty of salt in that in the Coco's curry sauce. Only thing is, I just wish I could get it a little bit hotter. Rice, standard for like microwave reheated rice from the other day. Tastes as you would expect. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this. Like, if I got one delivered right now from Coco's, would it be better? A little bit, but not by that much. What I can tell you is the chicken curry sauce combo tastes almost identical to getting the real thing. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with this. If I were to do it again, I would probably get the panko breadcrumbs, because good bit of crust, but not quite as crispy as the panko breadcrumbs. That's number one. Or I would stale out the bread that I was using, like let it get really dry and stale before I did this. The only other thing I would do is try and get a little bit more spicy. I'm not sure how I would do that. Maybe blend up some chilies and put that in there. That'd probably help. Maybe just add some chili pea, to be honest. That's the only thing I would change. All in all, this is a good 7.9 out of 10. Should give it a go.